Is your git push rejected? Well, this happens to everyone. I will show you the exact fix in under 10 minutes. When git says push rejected, it's actually protecting you. Usually it means someone else pushed changes before you, or you are behind the remote branch. Either way, git won't let you override their work. Well, there is a good news. It's very easy to fix once you know how. So let me show you the three most common scenarios. The very first scenario is non-fast forward. This is the most common one. You just try to push and Git would say rejected non-fast forward error. And this would mean that remote has commits that you don't have. So let me demonstrate you. But before that, let me just walk you through the setup that I already have. So this is the project that you currently see, and this is the file that I have. It has only one line right now, version 2.0. And if I show you the commit messages here, you will see that locally I have only two commits, initial commit and update version locally. But there is another commit that is on remote branch, but we did not pull it yet locally. So it is just only on the remote one, and the name of the commit message is add new feature file. So let me show you the browser as well. So in the browser, you would notice there are totally two commits. Initial commit is already downloaded and available in local version of the repository, but this commit is not pulled yet. So this commit exists on the remote origin only. Add new feature, and if you open that, it has a new line, feature enabled is equal to true. Okay, now let me take you here, and here we have only one line right now, version 2.0, and in the browser this is an additional line, so this should be added after the first line. So let me show you. Git pull origin main, and once you do that, you will see this message in the terminal. This is basically the commit message it has generated for you that you will type. You can make a change in this, but mostly you will accept it like it. Okay, I'm just going to use the VS Code to complete this commit. So I will use the same message and click on the continue. And now let's run the command git push origin main again, and this time everything would be working. And let me show you what we have here before doing that. Git log -- one line, press enter, and now you see that earlier locally we had only these two changes, initial commit and update version locally. This is the commit that is on the remote branch, and this is the new commit, the merge commit that we just made to receive the new change that we pulled from the remote repository. Okay, now let me run the command git push origin main. But before doing that, let me take you to the browser again just to recall what we have here in the commits history. We have only two commits, and now let's hit the enter, and it would push all of the changes. Now both local and remote repository have the same changes. Let me take you to the browser and reload it, and let's see. Now you see we have total 4 commits. We got the local commit here, and this is the merge commit. If you open that, you will see what was done here, and this is the local change that was in the config.txt. okay, everything is pushed. So this is what you should do 90% of your time. Now let's talk about the option B, that is pull with the rebase. If you want the cleaner history, then you should use the rebase instead. So let me show you what I mean. Let me reset everything to the state where it was before. Alright, I have reverted the state back to what it was before, and you can see all of the commits are there. And in the browser, let me show you again. This is what we have. Now let's work on this option, pull with rebase. So this time, instead of running this command git pull origin main, I would basically add a flag after pull -- rebase and press enter. And that's it. You just have pulled the changes, and it is saying successfully rebased and updated. And you now have all of the commits locally that were on the remote branch only earlier. So this puts your commits on the top of the remote commits. So for example, here, look at this. Here, this is your local commit that was there already, and it kept your local change on the top of the remote change. And you also notice that this time no merge commit, clean and linear history. Now you are ready to push it normally. Git push origin main, press enter. Alright, now everything is up to date, and synced. Let me take you to the browser in the GitHub, reload it. This time you would notice that there are only 3 commits. Earlier in the previous option, there were a total 4 commits and 4 commit for the merge. Now that was unnecessary, and now you see that it is not polluting our Git history, and it is very neat and clean. Just the commit that you wanted to create. That's it. So I also like this approach a lot. I prefer this method because it keeps the log clean. Now let's move on to the scenario number 2, that is protected branch. All right, now let's talk about the scenario number 2, that is protected branches. Sometimes you can't push to the main branch directly. The repo owner protected the branch. This is common in teams and it forces code review. And once you try to push, you would see a message protected branch hook declined. Okay, I just already have enabled the branch protection. So this time, if you try to push, it will reject the push and it will tell you the reason. If you go back in the editor, here you would notice locally we have only these 3 commits. The add new setting commit is not live yet. Okay, so now let me show you. Let me close it first, and here I will type git push origin main. Okay, currently there is no commit on the remote origin that needs to be pulled. So you can also see from this up and down arrow here on the bottom left, there is no commit to pull, but there is just one commit to push that I'm going to try. Hit enter, and this time you saw a different kind of error. It is saying that a repository rule violation found for this. Review all repository rules at this. So if you go to if you open this link, let me show you in the browser. I opened that link and it took me here, rule set, and for the main branch there is one rule that is already activated. If I show you the details, it has these settings that it needs required approval. So that's mean you cannot merge anything directly into it. You must have to create a branch for it. So let me take you back, and here it is saying that changes must made through a pull request and remote rejected, push decline due to repository rule violations. Okay, now let's work on the solution, the fix. The fix is that we have to use a feature branch in such situation. You need to create a branch and make a pull request first. So let's clear it out first, and here I would run the command git checkout -b, and the branch name would be my feature. Press enter and git branch. Let me show you, this branch is now activated, and now I will push my changes to that new branch, git push origin my feature, press enter. Okay, this time there is no error. It has pushed my changes by creating a new branch online and pushed it there. Now we need to go to the GitHub and create a pull request, and someone will review your code through that pull request. They will approve it and merge it. This is the correct workflow, not a workaround. You definitely go to the GitHub and create the pull request. So I just came here and I have created a new pull request. And after creating the pull request, you will notice that review required error messages here. That's mean you cannot merge it before review is completed. So merging is blocked. You cannot click on that because someone else has to come in your team that has access to this GitHub repo. They will review the code. They will after reviewing, they will have this button enabled already. They will be able to click on this button easily. But for you, you will not be able to click on this button at all because this commit was created by you. Someone else has to review it. Now let's talk about the scenario number 3, that is force push. Sometimes you want to override the remote. Maybe you rebase locally, or you have reset the commits. Git will reject your push because histories don't match. Locally we have 4 commits. We also have 3 commits, but the 4th commit from the remote is not pulled yet. Let's try to create the problem. For that, I will run the command git push origin main, and I see that rejected non fast forward error. And now we have the nuclear option. that is git push dash dash force origin main. This actually overrides the remote with your version. But there is a warning. This deletes other people's commit if they have pushed. So never do this on a shared branches without talking to your team. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. So you already have seen these commits. You see this commit. Now let me run the command git push dash dash force origin main. Press enter. Okay, there is actually a rule that is stopping the force push, so I'm going to disable that rule. So let's go there and I'm going to disable that rule. For that I have to go to the settings, go to the branches, and actually go to the rule set, and you can delete these rule sets that were created. I don't need them anymore. I created these just for the demo purpose, so I will just remove it. Just delete them. And now let's go back to the editor, and here I will run the command git push origin, actually git push dash dash force origin main. This time you would notice that it would just delete all of the remote changes and make sure that everything matches, everything on the remote matches with the local version. So now remote version is exactly same as we have in a local version of this repository. You see that everything is committed. Now here in the left sidebar it says that remote origin also has everything same as we have locally. Let me take you to the browser in the GitHub. Go to the commits section, and here you see that it has totally deleted that commit that were on live version in the GitHub, and it has pushed the commit that we had locally with the improved commit message. Well, that's it. Push rejected is not an error. It's Git that is protecting you. So pull first, push second. That's the golden rule. In the next video, I will show you Git stash, how to save work without committing. So subscribe if you want more Git tutorials. See you in the next one.